Hi, my name's Kevin Murray. Donna Crandall will forever be my big sister. She was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when she was just 4 years old. After taking Donna to 10 different doctors to find out why she was constantly coughing and having stomach problems, my mom learned about cystic fibrosis through a twist of fate on an unexpected trip to the hospital. At the time, doctors knew very little about CF. It was 1960, and my parents were told cystic fibrosis could not be cured. It was a terminal condition. They learned that the average life expectancy of someone with CF was 10. Compounding an already terrible situation, our Aunt Marion was diagnosed with CF soon after Donna. Unfortunately, she passed at an early age. This had a profound impact on Donna. My parents were warned that Donna's life would be hard and short. But from my perspective, her childhood was as rich and as busy as mine. She never let CF hold her back. She did the usual things and the not so usual things. There were oxygen tents and the nightly pounding on her back to loosen the mucus that made her breathing so hard. But there were also easy bake ovens and lemonade stands and brownies and Girl Scouts and summers at Jones Beach. There were proms and dancing and really special birthday parties. Really special birthday parties. But at the end of each day, she would climb into her mist tent that looked a little like something from outer space. The medicated mist helped her sleep and breathe easier for the next day. Over the past few years, many of Donna's nieces and nephews have graduated from high school and gone off to college. While considered a rite of passage for most, pulling into Siena College in 1975 for my sister was more like achieving the impossible. I can't imagine what it would have felt like for my parents to move her into her dorm room, or what they felt when they left campus that day for their trip back to Long Island. It was an incredible milestone and the beginning of a wonderful chapter in Donna's life. Donna chose Siena because she was looking for a small Catholic college that was close to a CF treatment center. It was there that she met her soon-to-be husband, David, who loved her for all she was and made her incredibly happy. Years later, bringing home their daughter, Carrie Ann, and my niece, most definitely fulfilled her dreams. Donna beat the odds and with dignity and grace actually experienced all the things my parents were told she never would. She squeezed as much as she could into every day and taught us all a lesson in courage. She certainly made me a better person.
And I remember Donna particularly, and she's one of those patients that looked me straight in the eye on the first visit and said, "What do you know about CF?" And it was great to be challenged by her because, in fact, at that point, the patients knew themselves, their body, and their care extremely well. And there's no doubt that Donna taught me a lot. She taught me a lot because she made it clear that she expected me to know a lot about CF, and those expectations were right on. Don taught me other lessons though, and that had to do with importance of family and support. She taught me lessons about what it meant to work in the face of a fairly burdensome care plan and how you had to juggle the two. And she taught me lessons about bravery. And she was a patient who was very clear about the things that gave her real meaning as an adult. Her relationship with her husband and her daughter were absolutely central to that. And she wasn't going to let CF get in the way of her relationship. And she shared that in a way that allowed her concerns to be felt by her family. And she never wanted to miss anything that she could do with her daughter or husband. With Donna, you know that what you saw was about 150% of what was possible, given her limitations. It was always well above what was expected. And those were great lessons for me to learn early on in my care of CF patients. She left a big impression on me, and she's really helped me take care of other patients and encourage them to work as hard as she did. So I think she was one of my first teachers and a good teacher. our center, I think there are about 10 patients who are eligible for this drug. And the drug is an oral medication twice a day, so relatively easy to take. We think it's going to cure CF in those patients that have it.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Marcella, and this is my brother Scott.
I first learned about Kalydeco on the internet a few years ago and followed its progress. I thought it sounded promising, but never realized the magnitude or the role it would play in our lives. I knew we needed to take care of ourselves so that when the drug became available, we would be ready. Earlier this year, Kaylee and I were able to start taking Kalydeco a few months after the FDA approved it. There were some obstacles to overcome, including the lifetime commitment of $24,000 per month. Since April, my lung function has improved and I have more energy. My improved health has made my transition as a freshman at RPI, where I'm studying aerospace and mechanical engineering, much easier.
We've seen big improvements in lung function, and I think we're going to see a generation of this small number of patients who take this drug starting in childhood, and they're going to grow up with a completely different relationship with CF. It is so exciting.
Kalydeco is amazing. This summer I completed a 10-mile hike in Maine with my boyfriend. I didn't cough as much or need to take as many breaks as I did last summer during the same hike. Now I don't cough when I laugh or need to stop when I go out for a bike ride. I currently am a student at Siena School of Business and proud to know that Donna walked the same halls. I always had a lot of plans. I wanted a family and a great job. I always knew I would succeed. But now with Kalydeco, I know all of my dreams will actually come true. The Donna Crandall Foundation is a great source of support and motivation. It makes a huge difference knowing people are there who care. Growing up, we always looked forward to the Foundation's summer projects. I think my favorite one was the recent Olympic gold medal game, while Scott's favorite was the Harry Potter sorting hat from a few years back. Going to the clinic is certainly never at the top of fun things to do, but the giveaways definitely brighten up those visits. Ever since I can remember, the Donna Crandall Foundation has done so much for cystic fibrosis patients. When I was 13 years old, I was admitted to Albany Med for the first time. I was nervous and didn't know what to expect. When I got to my room, I found a Foundation goodie bag waiting for me on my bed. I thought it was unbelievable that Donna's family took the time to put together activity bags for sick kids they didn't even know. There are lots of times when you are in the hospital and these gift bags, considered legendary by my fellow CFers, truly help pass the time.
Sending 2 kids who have CF to college has its unique financial challenges. Both Kaylee and I were truly grateful for the graduation checks we received from the Donna Crandall Foundation, which we used to buy our first semester books. Our family sincerely appreciates all of you who support this foundation. Whether a tin of cookies at the holidays, paying for TV service when in the hospital, or cafeteria debit cards, the foundation is always going out of their way for us, who until tonight were complete strangers to them. Your kindness definitely motivates us.
I have very vivid memories of the evening that Donna passed away. It was a terrible snowstorm. I was one of the few cars on the road and slipping and sliding. I got to the house and there were cars lined up. And I walked in the house and she'd passed away apparently very comfortably in the presence of her family. And there was energy in that house because it was full of people. There was sadness, but the energy and the celebration were really the dominant force that I felt when I walked into the house. And when I think about the beginning of the Crandall Foundation, the Donna Crandall Foundation, I realized the energy for the foundation started that evening. It's very clear as I think about what we do well and how we serve our patients that the Crandall Foundation is clearly right at the center of that. It allows us to offer patient support that extends, I hope, what's good care and proper use of the medical community. It creates extra energy here that makes our center extremely lucky. So we have nothing but admiration and thanks for the Crandall Foundation and for everyone who supports it. It makes a huge difference in the lives of our patients with cystic fibrosis. We are really appreciative.
My sister hoped and believed that a miracle was around the corner. She would be thrilled that Kalydeco is available today and helping patients like Kaylee and Scott. And our family is grateful to all of you and the invaluable support you give to the Donna Crandall Foundation. We are amazed that in 12 years you have helped us raise $1.5 million in honor of my sister. I think Donna would be so happy to know that CF patients in the Capital Region always have a place to turn when their going gets rough. And until a cure comes, with your help, the Donna Crandall Foundation will be here for all CF patients, providing support every step of the way.